It's 8:30, November 1st, and there goes the cow. There goes the start of the cow shelter that they've had for years. There you go. Hey, Grace, what you doing? Eh? What you doing? And Shania. Goes the cow shelter they've had for years. Natural shelter they've had for years. It was a fight tooth and nail with Hydro One to get them to compensate to build a shelter for them. And still I didn't end up very well with it. Might cover half the cost to build one. They came out with just these freestanding windbreak panels that you just stand up in the field. Well, with the 60-mile-an-hour winds we come through here, the light panels they were showing were like ones you would actually just tie to like an existing fence to support them, because they would just blow over. They were just half-inch plywood on the panels, and I get 60-mile-an-hour winds through here regularly. That comes flying down this hydro line from the southwest, right across from my left to right. That's all they wanted to supply for a shelter. I think each panel was something like $350. They were just flimsy, light ones. I've seen them at the co-op, and they're okay for in around barns and stuff like that when they're fastened to a building or up against another fence, but they'll never hold up out here. Even the cows could push them over. They basically told me it was my problem. Cut that whole strip over there. He finished it off this morning while it was still dark. I don't know why they'd leave that one little strip. It's because it's on the other side of the easement lines. But I guess that's up to a different crew to cut the brush on the other hydro line, because that's the edge of my property line down there. There's a guy out there on a UTV. She's mad that he's there. Hey, Grace. We don't like all these people around, eh? I'll lay the trees down on the pile there. Boom. wonder what they're gonna do when they hit the pipeline crossing and they walk the machine all the way back here. I'm gonna walk the machine all the way back here to float it out to Apple Road, and then come back from Apple Road this way to where the pipeline crosses the hydro line, because they can't cross the pipeline. One guy that was cutting timber for the neighbor here, he drove across the pipeline over there. It's about 200 yards through the bush. He drove across the pipeline with his skidder to come here to get some welding done on it, and it was only a small can car C4 tree former, a light machine, and right away helicopters were here on him and everything else. It was unreal. It set off the sensors and it set off an alarm. There was pipeline helicopters here and friggin', it was a big shit show. And he got it talking to, which is like maybe at 1/10 of the weight of this fucking machine here. So there's no way they can cross the pipeline. It's a gas pipeline. It's been there for years and years. Why he left these two trees standing here. I figured he would have cut them, but he left them. Maybe because I bulldozed dirt around them. Because I filled it in around those trees about, a good 3 feet. And when I cut the garage pad and this whole area out so that it would drain better. Being that it's going to be pasture for the cows now instead of my garage. And it's November 1st. It's almost 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So now you can see the existing hydro tower there just passes the yellow cutting head of the machine. You can see part of the steel tower. That's the existing power line, and they're putting a second one through right where the machine is, pretty much. See that big puff of smoke that came up? That was because the tree banged against the saw. It just like smoked right away. That's why they shut logging down when it's in really bad fire conditions, because something like that would start a fire right away. So it's dry. The skidders can run, but they have to take the tire chains off the tires. When they have we have really dry fire ban conditions. That's my dead tree that fell out. It's not that fell over. Well, it's dead now. It just fell apart. That's how rotten it is. It was all woodpecker hole at the base, and the windstorm blew it over. It was a green standing tree when it went over a few years ago. And I pushed it down. We pushed it down there with the bulldozer when we pushed up the manure piles. He lost it all before he got there to the pile. Now he's got to pick it up again. Start of my firewood pile. Anybody that wants free firewood, it'll all be limbed in the next couple of days. This is just the start of the pile. There's lots more to come. All the puppies are sitting watching. start of my firewood pile. Anybody that wants free firewood, it'll all be limbed in the next couple of days. This is just the start of the pile. There's lots more to come. All the puppies are sitting watching. Couldn't do it in second gear or third gear. We shifted it into third, but it wouldn't go. they told me that they have to cut the rest of that by hand cutters because of the close to the water drainage valley that's there, and they're not allowed to cut with mechanical harvesting that close to water. So I guess they can't cross that either, I guess, so they're gonna, but I don't understand because they go across that with big D6s with a mulching head on when they mulch all the power line out there. So I can't see them having to stop there because they cross that water drainage ditch every time with D6s with mulch heads. November 1st, 2025.